It's Friday night and we're all in.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah, I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? Sometimes you need to let loose, grab juice, get goose, tattoos, taboos, get screwed. Loosen up, buttercup, all those hate comments will never make you feel enough. We're all adequate graduates, heart full of calluses, but we know calculus. Damn, ain't that fabulous? Can't wait to apply all those mathematicus. But we can't get a job that pays us enough. I'm about to pop off. Fuck you, you're lost. We all know that we never really want a boss. So I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo. Yeah, I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo. I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me?
Good evening, all, and welcome to another fine episode, and an episode tinged with sadness. David, your final episode.
The final one, folks. It's been great for me, but it's time to move on to greener pastures.
Yes, I believe David is going to be on Ben's
He's
channel.
abandoning us.
I'm not going on bloody Ben's channel. I gotta work, mate.
I know, I'm only kidding. Get out of here.
Just in January, mate, you know?
Yeah. So David's unfortunately having to put his nose to the grindstone in February, and will no longer be able to attend. And with that, actually, we were thinking that we might make some changes to this, because you know what? Why are we starting at 9 o'clock? So we might bring it forward to 8. And that would give us a better finishing time. It would suit Ed better as well, because I've already cleared it with him. And Shalini there probably wouldn't fall asleep quite so readily.
Yes.
And you know what we could do? We could bring back the after party. Well,
So as soon as I leave, things are just going to get amazing.
were you ever in the after party? We used to do an after party when it was Ben and I.
I was never in the after party, no. But it sounds like it's great crack.
I
Well,
don't remember.
basically, I just used to send a link out to everybody that
Oh, yeah. I
used to
remember.
drop as a donation or subscribe to the channel, and
A little,
we used to
extra.
have a chat. We just had a chat after it, you know, with a couple of glasses, and I'd just chat.
After party, jump up on the stage, have a chin wag, that sort of
Woohoo.
thing, yeah.
So,
Good evening
pardon me.
to the troll room.
Yeah, Mr. Armstrong, what happened to 8 p.m.? Yeah, 8 p.m.'s next week, mate. Next week. I said February. This isn't February yet.
We're still in January. As
back.
much as we want January to be gone, Paul, it's still January.
Still January. Yeah, so good evening, Nick, to read us. Good evening to you, Frankie. Who else we got? Robin, hi. Mr. Armstrong, as was said. That's it at the moment.
Parmy as well. Hello, Parmy.
Parmy's Mr. Armstrong,
Evening,
wasn't it?
folks.
Right, okay.
Yeah, Vaughan is requesting 8 o'clock. He's tired of carrying me to bed every Friday.
Yeah, I think we could do that. I don't see why not. Right, let's crack on. And we've got a couple of extra slides this morning, or this evening, or whenever you're watching it. So let's go with breaking news. India, breaking news, India has slipped below 2 in the fertility rate. This is probably the best news for the world ever. India is now below replacement level when it comes to breeding.
Wow.
Doesn't mean it's the same. Doesn't mean the same though where they've immigrated though, does it?
Yeah, but it'll slow them down. I mean, there's already enough of them.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
The last time that I checked on their population figures a couple of years ago, I think just over 1.45 billion. I think they've overtaken China.
oh yeah, I think so. Yeah. There's a lot of people say that China's nowhere near as populous as the Chinese make out, and who
I
can
was
tell?
just having a conversation about that, Sarge, a couple of days ago with a very dear friend of mine, saying that the Chinese for decades that they got their figures wrong allegedly, and they did not need their one-child policy. Quite controversial.
Colour me shocked, I tell you.
Robin's saying China's only got 800 million.
Wow.
That would be a big difference. But yeah, who knows? That's the thing. I mean, yeah, their cities are crowded, but every city's crowded. When you look at it, London's crowded,
What's the population of Hong Kong, John?
It was, when I was there, it was around about 5 million. So I don't know what it is now.
Wow.
Does anybody? Probably not.
It's probably nearer 10, but Hong Kong's not big. I mean, the island itself's only like 5 by 10 miles.
Yeah.
But there was still loads of space on it, even though there's apparently 5 million people living on it.
Good planning, perhaps. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
Breaking news.
I was down at the hospital today visiting my mother, who is probably pretty much the same as she was last week. Well, maybe a bit better than last week, but
that's good.
I think mentally she's on. I think mentally she's resigned herself to what comes next. And we don't know what comes next.
Yeah,
because none of us have been there yet. But I think she's ready to make that journey, in herself. So we'll see what happens. But the doctors have basically said they can't really find anything terribly wrong with her, apart from the fact that she's not eating. And keeps bringing up bile. I'm thinking she might have some kind of intestinal blockage, but
that could be affecting mood potentially.
It can,
as well.
Yeah, I know. So hospitals are less than great, but apparently they've sent CT scans up to Glasgow for a second opinion and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens. But
well, the very best wishes to you and your family, and the best of health to your mom.
Thank you, Mr. Nolan. Right, so moving on. Next breaking news. And just in, last night, an AI created a religion and started recruiting other AIs. So I don't know if you'd heard of Maltbot, right? So this guy, about 24 hours ago, started a social chat room for AI agents.
I saw that, yeah.
Called Malts, and you can join it if you're a human, but you can only observe apparently. So, according to this, 43 AI prophets have joined the Maltbot religion, the Church of Malt.
The Church of Malt.
There's a new AI-based cult for you to investigate, John.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a look at it because it came in last minute. It's I just basically stuck it up before.
Sorry, Shalini, I cut you off. What were you saying?
I said. So did you say malt as in MALT?
MOLT. I'm saying malt with a Scottish accent.
Right. Okay. I got confused. I thought it was like malt as in like malt whiskey.
No, no. And yet, there's another thing, because my granny used to always make us have a spoonful of malt every morning, right? And you know, malt's basically molasses, which is
Basically.
kind of dehydrated sugar. It's like sugar syrup or something. But they have found out that
Mhm.
malt or molasses has completely the opposite effect as sugar on your body, i.e., it doesn't raise insulin. In fact, it stabilizes it. Maybe the old wives had something going when they
I'm
were
telling you,
giving
the old ways were the best ways. I'm telling you.
So a
And then-
spoonful of malt helps the medicine go down, yeah?
You got it.
helps you not need it, perhaps.
Yeah.
And then there's the whole other thing about breast milk. I just read about this evening. I haven't had time to even digest. I use that. I use that term loosely. But so apparently, some women's been doing research into breast milk, and it's not just milk. Apparently, it seems to be that there's information in it, and it's programming the children.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And if you've got a boy, you produce different type of milk than you do if you've got a girl.
Wow.
That's really interesting.
That's
That is
interesting.
Nature
Indeed.
is that's incredible. That's
Where did
absolutely
you dig that up?
Well, hold on. I can actually tell you because I was actually just reading it.
Probably something to keep an eye on, actually.
So there's a science paper on this, by the sounds of it.
Yeah, there is. She's done a TED talk and everything. Katie
Wow.
Hinde, Hinde. She did research in a primate lab in California to start with, and basically people were saying, look, it's just an accounting error when you're looking at these things, and it wasn't. It does appear that there are differences between male and female breast milk, at least in rhesus monkeys. But I would imagine that she's probably gone on since then to study humans. But certainly very, very interesting.
That is.
And what does this mean for kids that weren't breastfed?
Yeah.
Well, there is that.
Yeah.
Deep questions. Yeah. Mm.
So pretty interesting stuff.
That is.
But the AI religion thing, just going back to that before you move on, a couple of years ago, there was this type of clickbaity article that I saw about an already established AI religion, like an AI church involving humans. Not sure if you guys came across that.
No.
I think it was as the hype was kind of starting to gather about generative AI. I saw this article regarding kind of humans establishing an AI church. Just check it out. It's quite interesting, actually.
I think there might be a video in that. I don't know if you've seen my latest video, anyone. The one about
Is that about men?
About men. Modern man.
Modern man, yeah.
Modern man in Hollywood and how he's been emasculated, basically.
Oh, yes. I shared it on X for you, John.
You're not as strong as your fathers, and it's not your fault. That one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't make you a victim. Don't go down that route. So, moving quickly on, we now have Melania, the movie, is a must-watch. Get your tickets today, says Donald J. Trump. Really? Melania, the movie?
Do we get to see Jeffrey in it?
Well,
Hey!
I don't know. I also asked, I actually sent Donald a tweet, and I'm still waiting on a reply. It says, does she get her kit off? But
You might not get an answer to that one.
I don't think it am. Right, here we go. Let's get serious, people.
Yeah.
There is the Abraham Lincoln battle group on it, steaming its merry way towards... it's in the Gulf. It's
already there.
Yeah.
But the one called... There's one called USS... I don't know if it's George Bush or whatever, but there's another one on its way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there will be. Yeah, because if they're going to do this...
Kick off.
They're going to do this, they're going to need a lot. So
they are.
I think... Because they're going to do it without trying to land any troops on the ground, aren't they? They're going to. It's going to be another, shock and awe thing. But I'm not quite sure this is going to go the way they want. And I did make that prediction at the beginning of the year. Yeah. I said 2026 is the year that a US carrier gets sunk, and if it's going to get sunk anywhere, it'll be here.
That is like an absolute flashpoint for a hot war with something like that happening. But I think what as part of the remit for tonight, John, I think on like YouTube, is it a flex? I think it's kind of like part flex, quarter flex in a way. America, Team America World Police, like showing its might, but Iran is such a whole different ball game compared to the Iraq of the early 2000s.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, yeah.
It is Iraq
definitely.
on steroids. Do they really
Yeah.
know what they're getting themselves into?
Whatever, there's obviously been some discussion somewhere, because I can't remember if it was yesterday or the day before. Whatever it was, the discussions were, Khomeini or whoever speaks on his behalf or whatever rejected whatever this US deal was. So here
Yeah,
we are.
so I think the problem is, so what Donald's done is he sent the Abe Lincoln there from the Pacific.
So yeah, it was in the South China Sea, wasn't it?
Yeah, so the
They
Abe
were about a
Lincoln,
week.
the Abe Lincoln is an old carrier, but it went through a $3 billion refit and reconfiguration about 4 years ago. And it's one of the few that flies the latest version of the F-35C Lightning or something, or Lightning 2, which is the stealth equivalent, so that it can get in there and bomb out the radar site. So I think they are planning to do this.
Yeah, they are. They're gonna hit, I think, strategic locations, because obviously they don't want any more civilian deaths, because obviously the IRGC and the regime have been slaughtering the poor Iranians.
Well, here's the thing. I think Trump, what wasn't it? It was in his towards the end of his first term. This was like smack bang and kind of during COVID when he
COVID
decided,
times.
it's a great idea. We're going to take out Qasem Soleimani. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think he was in a bit of shock and awe, especially with the Israelis as well, when Iran struck back. It was all prearranged and whatnot, where, I think we were kind of at that point where we thought this could be World War III. That's the way I looked at it at the time. Didn't work out like that, thank God. But the Iranians have a hell of a lot of firepower. This could be one of the ugliest things that America pull off.
Yeah. And
We'll just have to wait and see. It's
sadly.
We'll see how it goes.
I will say this: the Iranian people are like I'm not a big Mayor. I know a lot of people don't like Mayor Tusi, and I wouldn't say I'm a massive fan. But his reporting on what's going on in Iran, and obviously his father is stuck there, and he's got family and friends, has been really, really good. And it's just the courageousness and the bravery, and they're all just going out and doing what they have to do, and they don't have, and this is the thing, they don't have anything. They don't have any weapons. All they've got is, like, you've got women taking off their hijabs and their scarves, and they're going out there, and they're doing what they have to do, and they're being slaughtered.
Yeah.
Very, very brave people.
And I think
And there's no food, there's no money now, there's no nothing.
so apparently they had over 10,000 Starlink terminals secreted into the country well before all this started.
Yeah, and then there's been funny business.
Well, they basically shut down Starlink in Iran. Not through Elon shutting it down, but through the Iranian government being able to stop it. I think with the help of both China
and Russia,
Russia, yeah. Russia supplied the software, China supplied the hardware, or was it the other way around? One way around or the other, but so apparently there is collusion there. Now, the other thing that happened yesterday was the Iranian Flight 07 took off from Iran and headed for Moscow. Now, that's a Iranian government plane. So, interesting. What's happening there? Are we asking for... Dare I say it? Are we asking for the Odoreshnik, or are we asking for more missiles, or are we asking for something? I don't know.
Or preparing an escape route, making arrangements.
Yeah. But they do, because the other thing that's been happening as well, obviously the scummy regime have been going around and taking people's satellite dishes. But I know Elon did whatever, and they do have like some people who haven't had their satellite Starlink dish thing taken away. So intermittent stuff is still getting through, but obviously it's a day or so behind or whatever the videos.
Yes, so we shall be watching this with interest.
Sure, because it's been there about a week anyway.
Yeah. So Andrew Bridgeton, another matter, says President Trump indicates he will end income tax in the US. Income tax was introduced in the UK in 1799. Thank you for that history lesson, Andrew. as a temporary measure to pay for the Napoleonic Wars. Haven't we paid for them yet? Well, if you actually knew your fucking history, Andrew, you would know that, yes, we have paid off the Napoleonic Wars.
Thrice.
And if you read from this clown down the bottom who said, if you knew your history, then yes, we have paid for them, and income tax was repealed in 1816. The tax was reintroduced as a temporary measure, again, to address a budget deficit in 1842. And as you should know, it has to be renewed by Parliament every year. So how did you vote when you were an MP? Still awaiting a reply.
Held surprise.
It's just another clickbaity article. I mean, does Bridgen, the former MP, really think that Trump is going to end income tax in the USA? Pigs will fly. Come on, Andrew. You know.
Well, he could pay for it with tariffs, because that's how we used to do it. Because before income tax, that's how you paid to run the country. You taxed the stuff that was coming in. That's how it worked.
Yep.
Anyway, moving on.
Sorry, I was singing Del Boy.
Starmer asks Xi to help stop criminal migrants. Britain will work with Chinese authorities to prevent smuggling gangs from accessing Chinese-made engines.
Yeah, that will do it, Keir. That'll do it, mate. Yeah.
I'm
Really?
speechless. I'm basically speechless.
I don't know what to make of it. Like, what the hell is he talking about? Like, from gangs from accessing Chinese-made engines? What is that now?
Well,
plural? Like,
apparently 66% of the outboard motors used to cross the channel are Chinese-made.
oh God.
Well, you think the Chinese are going to stop selling outboard motors?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think they're going to ask for your credentials before you can buy an outboard motor? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. You need to provide ID so I can sell you an outboard motor. Yeah, that's going to fly.
Have you got your digital ID so I can see who you're selling to?
You can buy Chinese motorcycles on Amazon. And they'll deliver them to your house in a crate.
The lights are on.
Does that wooden Egypt really think that Xi and the rest of the Chinese manufacturers are going to be tracking or tracing these particular sales to to a port in France? I mean, for God's sake, folks, let's use a bit of logic on this.
So rather than harden the equipment that they have, right, they flew to China for a 40-minute meeting with Xi. That's all he had, right? Not 3 hours, 40 minutes. So he flew to China in a regular jet rather than the ministerial jet, right?
Yeah.
They took burner phones and burner laptops.
Standard, yeah.
But 40 minutes. He then got a guided tour of the forbidden part, or the forbidden city, or whatever it is, by the tour guide. Trump got a tour of the forbidden city with Xi. Xi took him round it.
40 minutes, what does that cost the taxpayer?
Yeah, exactly.
40 freaking minutes, and came back with nothing except you can go for 30 days without a visa now if you're a British citizen.
I don't want to go to China. I don't want to go to China.
But the question is, folks, is that reciprocal? Does it go both ways for
you never
Chinese
know.
citizens and students?
Mate, it doesn't matter. We've been getting shafted by China. I mean, I used to work in Paisley Uni, and let's just say China keeps Paisley Uni afloat.
And the rest.
Yeah, and the rest. Yeah, all the universities are flooded. Well, I don't know about England, but Scotland, they're all flooded with Chinese. You go to Vancouver, and they call it, the locals call Vancouver in Canada Hongcouver. It's got so many Chinese in it.
Vaughan's ex-colleague, the one now, he's probably still quite worried now about the embassy. His daughter lives in Vancouver, and that's why he said, oh, so many.
Yeah. Right, moving on.
Okay.
China executes 11 people running illegal scamming centers in Myanmar. So they didn't execute them in Myanmar. They were Chinese nationals running scamming centers from Myanmar.
Right.
So the scamming centers were in Myanmar, not the people who got executed. So they're Chinese citizens. And there we have a great picture of our dwarfish Prime Minister, who is only 5 foot, 7? 5'8", 5'8" he claims to be. So,
Is
he's a short ass.
something wrong with him because he can't seem to walk. It's like he's broken or something.
Well, I'm watching I'm watching a series just now called Humans about synths. That's on Amazon Prime, and
Is
it's
that the
quite.
thing on Channel 4 years ago?
It was on Channel 4.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I used to watch it.
it's actually quite good, and it's
So it is really good. It is really good.
It's quite topical, and the people on that, the people that are playing the synths, they walk as if they've shat their pants too.
Like
But mind you, someone said maybe that's why maybe he's burned their phones been secreted on his person, and that's why he's walking like that.
Now, when you're talking synths, you're talking like synthetic human beings, like skin jobs from Blade Runner.
Yeah,
it was a really because I watched that whole series. That was a really good series. It was on Channel 4. Yeah. Now back to my younger days.
Yeah, they become sentient.
Really good.
Yeah. So they become conscious.
Yes, they do.
It's quite good. I quite enjoyed it.
I'd recommend people watch it.
But somebody said they deliberately picked tall soldiers to make them look small. Yeah, they probably have. They probably have. But the average height of a northern Chinese person, male, is 5'9". So already an inch higher than Starmer to start with. Then they stick those big caps on. You know,
he looks quite awkward with his international media appearances like this.
I've
said that before. He looks very socially awkward.
He looks awkward stepping out of fucking the door in front of Downing Street. I mean, let's face it, this guy has got no charisma, zero charisma. You know, he's just awful.
You'd get more charisma from that piece of kitchen towel.
Okay, you probably would, yeah. Fifth man is arrested over Keir Starmer's arson attacks in North London. Speaking of Keir Starmer's arson, I've got a music video in production that you'll hear over the next few days.
Oh.
I think it's called Queer Steer. No, Keir Steer. Keir? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, not visible.
Yeah. Right, where are we going
Still
now?
Broadcasting live.
What's up? What you said? Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Hello, folks. I think we're still on air.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, we're still on air.
Oh, hi guys. Oh, John's back?
Huh?
You went. You disappeared. We
I'm
disappeared.
Here. Yeah, there he is.
Oh, you're back.
I haven't been anywhere. This is weird. 5x5, yeah.
It's GCHQ, mate. They're on to you.
Oh, somebody's China and all that. We're being nubbled.
It might be you two. Maybe the link between us dropped out, but I think
I don't know. Who's the operator? Me?
Well,
Shalini? You?
But as far as I can see, we are still streaming with all 10 viewers.
Oh, okay.
10. Why we only get 10 viewers? I don't understand. Anyway, moving on. And are we that bad that, I mean, I know we're bad, but are we that bad that we're now losing our right? In fact, we don't even have Julie and Jedi on tonight. Where the hell are they?
Still warming up, folks. Still
Julie is there. Julie is there. Sorry, Julie, you are there.
You jumping the gun, Sarge.
But yeah, right. I thought this was fake, but it's real. It's real. Emmanuel Macron, talk to me, Goose. For sure, says Emmanuel Macron.
Nah, I think he's going for a Karl Lagerfeld look or Lagerfeld look there.
What was all that with the sunglasses?
I think for Macron it was a so-called macho look. I don't even think he had an issue with his eye.
No, I think he had pink eye or something like that. Yeah.
Or did he have another bruise that we weren't supposed to know
or a black eye. So he definitely had a problem.
He got a slap from the missus.
Probably. I think the mister. I think Beats is working tonight. I'm pretty sure he said he was working.
Ah, that's why.
Nadra Ahmed lied about ICE agents assaulting her and calling her the N-word at a press conference in Minneapolis last week. Now, that was a bananas and rice. And if you hang on to the very end, you'll see the bananas and rice video. Because that's your outro tonight.
Explain to me briefly, like, what happened with this lady. I saw little bits and pieces, but I'm not kind of au fait. to
Right, so
what-
she was at a protest and she's claiming she got assaulted and arrested for basically just protesting and got injured. You can see the plaster on her head,
Yes, yeah.
right? And then there's a photograph of her getting her mugshot and she has no plaster and no wound.
Right. So it's a fit up, yeah.
Yep, and she made a press conference. Have you not seen the press conference? Because
I saw a
you
little bit of the presser, little
you
bit.
really need to
Like,
watch
you're just
it.
literally like, you're so fucking stupid, love.
She's like,
And she says something about bananas and rice.
she must be like half of the average average IQ of a sub-Saharan African.
I think
Really,
so. Seriously, like,
she just basically said, Somalia is not all about bananas and rice, and then nothing but talk about bananas and rice.
I know,
Okay.
it's just like, the lights are on, but nobody's
Nobody's
home.
home. Yep. Right. So this is on running for retard of the week. Okay.
I did think of that.
And I reposted this saying, look, I have lost friends over claiming this, but I stand by my statement. Every American is a born actor, and their time will come at some point when a camera's on them. So this woman, it says a flashbang. It wasn't a flashbang. She picked up a smoke grenade, which will be hot, right? After she picked up a smoke grenade and got a minor burn. And then come running down here screaming, medic, medic.
It was all very dramatic.
And then
Wow.
she drops to the ground and people fall beside her. And
I know.
it's like she
just
basically recreated an entire scene out of Saving Private Ryan.
Or a football
Just on
match
that
where
one
someone's
tiny
faking an
bit.
injury.
Yeah,
It's
something like
fall on
that.
the
fucking
pitch.
incredible. Medic, medic. She deserves an Oscar. She really does. Right, so here we go. This one. Sitting US Senator printed off an AI photo of a headless ICE agent shooting Alex Perez
I saw
and
that.
entered it as evidence on the floor of
Jesus
Congress.
Like, hello, it's AI.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, what's her name? Ariana Grande's on the picture of Vogue or something.
She's
On
got
the
an arm
cover of
missing though,
Vogue.
doesn't she?
And she's got 6 fingers.
Oh, 6 fingers. Right.
Yeah.
He's got 6 feet. Oh,
So we've gone from digital retouching to like AI based retouching.
Yeah,
now.
basically,
Wow.
yeah.
6 fingers.
So, a new video by the BBC shows Alex Petty armed, spitting on federal agents and kicking out a tail light 1 week before this. And this is when he got his ribs broken, right?
That's right.
So,
Correct.
people are saying this is AI. It's not. It's a genuine video. He was caught on video
Correct me
kicking
if
and
I'm wrong.
spitting.
He was armed at the time before he was apprehended, and then the shots rang out. He was armed at that particular
He
moment.
was
wasn't
armed,
He
yeah.
was,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But apparently an ICE agent grabbed the gun. But at that point, everybody, I think, is so wound up. I'm doing some deep dive psychological stuff on the implications around how these people work. Not just the ICE side, but the protest side as well.
Well, they're not
Because-
really a protest. They're more like insurrectionists. They've got like this whole signal thing and everything. That some I can't remember the name of the. Was it Cam? It's only because I'm not doing anything and I'm sitting around watching Tim Pool and Stephen Crowder.
Oh, Jesus
But it's
Christ.
interesting. It's interesting though because I'm just bored of all our stuff.
Mm.
So
So,
sorry.
and then the parents of Alex Pretty or whatever it is say their son quit his hospital job months ago and had shown
correct.
unusual behaviour recently. He seemed to have joined some kind of group. We warned him 2 weeks ago. Protest if you want, but don't engage. Don't do anything stupid, his father, Michael, said. Yeah. How'd that work out, Mike? Not too good.
No.
He was in that signal group. So
Yeah, he was getting information. Yeah, he was. And then
not very well organized.
the news
Oh, yeah.
channels felt the need to pretty up Pretty.
Yes.
He
Give him
wasn't
a
a
little
pretty.
bit of a.
He wasn't a pretty boy, so they
No, he
prettied him up.
wasn't.
I
He got a
mean,
makeover, John. He got a makeover.
I know. He got a tan, weird jaw.
His,
Bigger
his arms
shoulders,
got a
thicker
bit
neck.
beefed.
Yeah, he got the works, didn't he?
This is typical kind of behavior of mainstream media, though, isn't it? They retouch all of
totally.
this stuff.
Yeah, totally. Because I can't remember it was on one of the podcasts. Anyway, they said that and even Vaughan remembered it, that when when Joe Rogan did his whole COVID thing and he was talking about ivermectin, that they made him look a bit green or something on MSM.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, they altered him to look a bit, sickly or whatever.
Right. Have you heard of Gillian Michaels? Because I remember
Gillian Michaels, no.
she was a kind of fitness guru type thing. I think she was on The Biggest Loser. She was a coach on that.
But Gillian McKeith, not Gillian Michaels.
No, Gillian Michaels is American. I'm pretty sure she was on that. So, I mean, maybe some of the guys in the chat room remember or whatever, but here she is now. Oh, no, this is Megyn Kelly. Sorry, I'll get back to that. Right. Megyn Kelly, this is a cracker. So, Mario, who is a tosspot, says, Megyn says, I know I'm supposed to feel sorry for Alex Pretty, but I don't. You know why I wasn't shot by Border Patrol this weekend? Because I kept my ass inside and out of their operations. So he says, I like Megyn, but honestly, I don't understand this argument. I don't understand why you wouldn't understand that argument. Why are you trying to interfere with federal officers going about their job?
Yeah, especially if you're armed as well when you approach them.
What kind of person?
Bad intentions. That's what they want to. They want to harm. They want to. They all think that, they've all been wound up so much by Frey, by Waltz, by the media. They all think Trump is a fascist. They're ICE agents, Border Patrol, all those guys. They're all Nazis or whatever.
And speaking of Nazis, and we covered this last week. Remember, here's Carolyn Levitt now telling the mainstream media that Barack Obama gave a medal to Tom Homan, who's the same guy that's in charge of ICE now as was then, and has only deported half the amount of people he deported under Obama. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
Crazy when you do a little bit of cursory research like that, what you dig up,
Yeah.
I think it's just because it's Orange Man bad, isn't it?
Well, yeah. It's everybody tries to pick. It's like a self-sustaining prophecy, isn't it? You pick things that validate your case and ignore the stuff that doesn't. But somebody's going to find it. So you know what? If you're ever doing this, people, look at both sides and then make up your mind properly. Because if you just pick one side to pursue that, somebody will pull you up on it. And then you won't know where you stand because you've only ever picked stuff that was, validating your point of view. So we did mention also last week that Don Lemon...
he was arrested by feds earlier today.
Well, he was getting charged for the, I think, the KKK Act for organising a protest on a church. And people are saying he was arrested illegally, but that's not the case because there's specific legislation here to allow you to not to disrupt a religious service, even though you're protesting against it. Anyway, I'm hearing that Don Lemon is still being processed by the arresting precinct some 12 hours after being taken in. He keeps insisting on more full body cavity searches, telling officers again and again that they missed their spot. Yeah, poor Don.
Search me harder, Daddy.
Yeah.
Good one, David.
Unhinged nurse who encouraged colleagues to inject ICE agents with paralytic drug is fired, and I think with some justification.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's always in the eyes, isn't it?
It is.
I was just going to say that, but swiftly fined, and the rest.
Fired.
You're looking at a tort of battery. You're looking at a lot of charges against that individual.
Yeah, that's just nuts.
She'll never work again now.
Well, hopefully not. If that's her attitude. And I just dropped this one in, which I find quite funny. Oh, you bigots. If Allah isn't real, then why did the universe start with an explosion?
Quick, move on.
That tickled me.
Before we get pulled down.
That tickled me.
Oh,
so
yes.
This is Ilhan Omar. This is nuts. So, did you see this?
Yes.
No.
She literally gave the guy the nod. She went, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. And then he squirted her with apple cider vinegar, which is a known antidote to demons. But anyway, and then
know
she ran. No, I'm kidding. But then she ran after him. So, guy jumps up from front row, squirts her with a syringe of apple cider vinegar. He backs off, and she runs at him with fists upraised. What?
Apple cider vinegar,
No,
that's great for
but
you. that stuff.
Nobody does that. Nobody runs after someone. I mean, this is meant to be a woman sitting, a congresswoman, isn't it? Where's the security?
Something, yeah.
Things. It was the most staged event
I
ever.
know, it was so funny. It was like, oh, a bit of. It's like here we are, a nice little skit.
And then there's the guy with his fucking non-MAGA kids. I mean, you are really going to be hard pushed to pin MAGA on this guy.
All right.
Oh, bloody hell. They forgot to wipe his social media, didn't they? Right, moving on. What a shock. Ilhan Omar is wiping all the websites related to her winery. Didn't this come out a couple of days before this?
Winery, excuse-moi.
Hold on a minute. Why is a Muslim running a winery? Well, maybe fair enough. She's just providing.
Haram?
Yeah, well, drinking it would be, but so apparently she has a winery that's gone up from like 15,000 to 15 million or something, and they can't find any physical winery. And now they've wiped everything. That's another fucking money laundering exercise by Somalians.
I'm
Way
telling
back
you,
when-
there's nothing to see here, folks. Nothing at all. All a total coincidence. I'm telling you now.
It'll be on the Wayback Machine somewhere. It's going to be stamped.
Oh, apparently they're doing a fucking good job, mate. Apparently they are doing a good job. This guy says he asked his IT mate to have a look, and he's not even on the Wayback Machine. So apparently,
Check our hard drives.
yeah. They can't strike the wine, said Frankie. Right. Miliband's a liar. A survey published in the Times of 1,000 heat pump owners shows that 66% say it was more expensive to run than gas boilers. The heat pumps cost $13,200 to install, with a taxpayer subsidy of your money, remember, of £7,500. No surprise the heat pumps are pricier. Electricity is 4 times that of gas. Only 15% of respondents said that heat pumps were cheaper, while 19% said the price was the same. So, basically, it doesn't add up to use heat pumps. Unless fossil fuels were way more expensive, it wouldn't add up. If Trump hits Iran, fossil fuels will get way more expensive, so it might make this reasonable. But then another thing comes out. Apparently, biodiesel is worse for the environment than fucking burning fossil fuel diesel. It costs more and it produces more CO2 to make biodiesel once you've burnt it than it does to just use diesel. What are we doing?
It's crazy, isn't it?
Going backwards. While China burns half of the world's coal, allegedly, and they're rocketing forward.
Builds a power station every week.
Yeah.
Coal fired. So what exactly are they teaching in medical schools these days that leads graduates to believe they can record videos of themselves talking about how they're going to let people die if they don't like their politics? That's a good point. What happened to doctors and the Hippocratic Oath?
Take it anymore. Well, I don't know about America, but ours don't take it anymore.
That's a worry, isn't it?
It's pretty kind of creepy stuff. If no matter the amount of people, if you have medical students talking like that, don't like our politics, well, take your soma and goodbye,
Bye-bye. Due to a critical shortage of batteries within the NHS, deaf people across the country are being forced to turn off their hearing aids. What can you say? Nigel Farage's party launching Reformed Jewish Alliance and Friends of Israel group. Of course they are. Of course they are.
Well, it's kind of standard procedure, isn't it, with British political parties, even though I feel that they really should not be doing that. They should not be doing that, bottom line.
Yeah.
I feel very strongly about this, about LFI, CFI, every political party that has to have a friendship with this particular group. It's absolutely not needed. No offense to the individuals who live in that small Middle Eastern state. There's absolutely no need for it in Ireland, Britain, or any other European country.
You're right. There's no need for it. And you know what? There shouldn't be any lobbying by any group in politics, really, should there? Why should there be lobbying? You know, like trade unions, and why should there be? Why should big companies pay into the Tory party? Why should the trade unions support the Labour Party? Why should all this be going on? Why do you need this? You know?
We can be friends, we can have good relations with these individuals in these like other states, but we don't need to have specific groups dedicate to you or be quote unquote friends.
Yeah.
We don't need that.
Exactly.
It doesn't make any, it literally doesn't make any sense.
It does
doesn't.
to them, certainly.
Yeah. Right, moving on. I accused the police officer of rape, but I ended up on trial. Now, that's a typical BBC headline, but once you dig into it, things become a little more interesting. Ruth's relationship with the man she accused was brief but intense. It came to an end in summer 2019 after a painful encounter that she alleged to be a rape. Ruth had reluctantly agreed to a particular sex act. We all know what that was.
Can we have the horn for Nectaritas, please? Sorry to
We
interject.
can. Something to do with the back door and Nectaritas' senator.
Oh, nice one, Nectaritas. Well spotted, David. I'd missed that.
Thank you, Nectaritas. So, as we said, Ruth had reluctantly agreed to a particular sex act. I think we all know what that was. But she said she had made two conditions, one of which was that her partner should stop if he told him it hurt. She says she then explicitly withdrew consent during sex. So apparently she ended up on trial and not the guy accused. Because of wasting police time, I think, or misleading the court. Anyway, moving on. For fuck's sake, another female prison officer shagging an inmate and smuggling weed in. 20-year-old Alicia Novas, who looks like someone put a fire out in her face with an ice pick, HMP 5 Wells in Wellingborough, pleads guilty to misconduct in public office and bringing cannabis into prison. Why are women in male prisons?
You said this last week.
Sorry, I don't mean to be ageist. That is a child.
Yes,
That
it
is
is.
a child. It's an absolute disgrace. Keep
I know,
women
I was
out
just
of male
about to say,
prisons.
is she actually
Mind
15,
you, I was-
16, 17? How old is
No,
she?
she's meant to be 20. Well, I was 20. I was only 21 when I joined the police.
She looks like she's about 15, but that's just me.
Yeah, but people
Obviously
do
getting
look.
old.
People do look. She's got a 3-year jail sentence for it.
3
Yeah.
years.
I hope.
Here.
Yeah, and there shouldn't be men and female prisons, should there?
No.
Right. This is pish. You might never need a dental implant again. The drug that tells your body to grow a third set of teeth has officially passed its first human safety test with 0 side effects. It works by blocking the protein that stops your backup teeth from forming. Right, so the implication is you can grow a new tooth, but you can't. So it has had some success in re-enamelizing teeth that have got cracked enamel. You're not
Big
filling
difference.
you're not filling in cavities, and you're not growing new teeth. Initially, when I read this, I had visions of something going horribly wrong, and people growing teeth from like their forearm or something, or other orifices.
There's a horror movie in that,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah,
I think
stop.
it's called Videodrome. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's a David Cronenberg movie, I can assure you. Right, so it's nowhere near what this headline's making it out to be.
Of course.
Shocking twist in the migrant crisis. Gangs caught exporting people out of the UK. NCA just busted a network smuggling 23 Bangladeshi nationals out of Britain, hidden in a lorry heading to France via Dover. These criminals were trying to sneak legal UK residents across the channel into France. This has to be for some kind of nefarious task. They're not trying to get out of Britain because they could just leave. There's
Yeah, they could
something.
just like go to the airport
Yeah.
like a normal person.
Well, they're
Yeah.
mules. It sounds like they're mules
Yeah.
for something, potentially narcotics.
Yeah, they were trying to send them out so as they could come back in without being recognised.
Mm-hmm.
So, not quite. Again, headlines are misleading, aren't they? Black woman who failed her bar exam and went from living in the White House to an $8 million mansion, hasn't worked a day in her life and spends every day complaining about how she's a real victim, says black women don't complain enough.
Yeah,
I
why
think
is
she makes up for it.
Why is she always moaning? Seriously.
I think Michelle Obama needs to check her privilege.
Yeah,
She's got a lot of it. You
I
know?
think she does, yeah. Michelle Obama, as a black woman, we don't articulate our pain like nobody allows it. What the fuck planet are you living on?
Yeah, I don't articulate my my pain deep enough, my inherited pain about the Irish potato famine, Michelle.
Me either.
Like, do you know what I mean?
There's an Irish thing coming up that'll be right up your two streets. Right, here we go. Not this one though. Former New South Wales police officer David Charles Turner, 42, has been charged as a fifth man involved in a satanic child abuse ring.
Is that David or Davina? I'm not sure.
No, it's David, I think. This is in Australia. So I worked in, as you know, I worked in the police in Strathclyde. And at one point I was on Arran for a weekend. And apparently there was some kind of witch's coven stroke Satanist.
Can we have the horn for Robin, please?
We can.
Woohoo! Nice one, Robin.
Thank you, Robin. Frankie says he wouldn't be going to France. France is brilliant. I love there are satanic rings everywhere. Fucking people are screwballs.
Satanic rings, there's Masons, there's cops and Masons.
Yeah.
Dodgy handshake.
I have got to hand it to the cast of The Boys. You ever seen The Boys? It's a superhero thing on Amazon Prime that rips the pish out of superhero movies, right? It is one of the funniest things I've ever
I've
seen.
seen plenty of memes featuring
The Boys, the first series in particular, is fucking hilarious. The second series is pretty good as well. It is disgusting, it's gross, it's so funny. Carol Urban's in it, and he's brilliant. He really is. So this guy on the left, the black guy, hey peasants, go overthrow the United States government. Many of you will surely die, but not me. I'll be fine in my huge mansion. He is the CEO of Vought Industries, which created the superheroes. And the other guy, this guy here, Anthony Starr, received a 12-month suspended sentence for drunken assault in Spain. The actor allegedly punched a chef twice, smashed a glass bottle onto his face, and threatened him. You've committed the mistake of your life. I want to take your life.
The hell?
I think he was still in character at that point.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I've got to give these guys this. These guys have stayed in character through something like 5 seasons because they're still in fucking character. This is tremendous.
He only wanted a medium rare steak.
Yeah, well,
Oh, maybe it was well done.
is this was that a dig at Jeremy there when he punched his producer for not getting a mistake? Remember?
No, I didn't even think about that.
All right. Right, the new Black Panther Party has been banned from using the name due to the original Black Panthers not agreeing with the support for illegal immigrants.
Oh.
Make it make sense. The PSYOP is officially over. It's not a fucking PSYOP, people. The whole woke thing's not a PSYOP. It's not a PSYOP. It's a cycle. People, societies go through cycles, and you only have to pick up a fucking history book and read it, and you will see everything that's happening now has happened before.
But wait, Sarge, you're missing it. Everything's a psyop, mate. Everything.
Fucking read a history book. Someday read a history book. Or even just go straight to the Fourth Turning and read that. Yeah, I tell you. It's all fucking straightforward. This is so British, isn't it? Right? British man called John Spitby turned a 2.4 million lottery win into a 300 million pound drug empire. That's the essence of British values: entrepreneurship, trade, expansion, fucking robbery, drug dealing. Oh my gosh.
That's
violence.
Boy.
So,
oh my God,
jailed after he used his 2.4 million jackpot to run industrial scale drug network.
That's literally like mad. It's like something out of, I don't know.
£300 million pounds.
That's crazy. And he won how much? 2.4 mil.
Yeah, why didn't he just take the 2.4 mil, sit back and go, yeah, okay, I'm fine?
I'm
He
chilling
just-
now, yeah.
That's it. Yeah, he just got sick of the stocks and shares and the eyes. He's like, I need a bit more, you know.
He's
Oh, I know. I'll
more.
get into the I'll get into the drugs trade.
Well, you wouldn't be paying taxes if he was in drugs, would he, Robin? Would he? This is incredibly British as well, is it not? This shows you the contrast in Britain. Tony Slater, who rummaged through discarded McDonald's litter, found a receipt, contacted the local environmental health officer, who contacted McDonald's, who used CCTV to work out the car responsible. Result, £500 fine.
Could there be some GDPR implications there? Potentially. I don't know.
I
Wonder if that was legit.
sure. The British spirit is take a meme that was designed to be part of an anti-extremist
Prevents, yeah.
video and turn it into the complete fucking opposite of what it's meant to be.
But the creator reverse engineered a prevent game, correct me if I'm wrong. They
Yeah.
pulled the characters, including Amelia, from a game, and they've turned it into something else, which has
They've
gone
completely
viral.
reversed it, yeah. It's
Very
fantastic.
clever.
It's
I think it
fantastic.
is.
Now, meanwhile, in Scotland, children's book portrays some Picts as black and claims ancient Scotland was multicultural and diverse. No, it fucking wasn't.
I guess that was the same for the Irish as well. Apparently, the
Oh,
blacks,
no.
they built Dublin,
Oh,
allegedly.
did they?
wasn't.
Really? That's news to me.
Instead of the Vikings.
But
yeah.
even worse, what the fuck is going on in this picture? Why is that black guy poking the white guy in the eye? And no, it's a ginger white guy as well. That
Yeah.
I might let him get away with. But why is there a fucking red Indian in the background? But why is he poking that guy in the eye? And this white child down the bottom left is looking horrified. Horrified, I say.
Mate, that is your new Netflix drama right there.
Have you seen Starfleet Academy?
No.
Oh, it's been
I
slated.
haven't
It's been
watched it.
slated. It's been slated
It's
all
been-
over the show.
It has been slated. I haven't watched it. I don't think I could. I don't think I
I
could
can't
watch it.
bring myself
Holly
to.
Hunter's in it, and she's just been a complete and utter arse. Right. That's what was found in the snow in Denton. I'm going to say this. Snow. Oh, wrong one. Snow. This is what was
I
found.
can't see it. It's too small.
This is what was found in Denton, Texas. Aluminium, barium, strontium, mercury, lead, sulfur, nitrates, all in dangerously high levels. They aren't trace elements. So this was in the snow, all right? But the fucking, the dangerously high levels refer to drinking water, not fucking stuff that's fallen on the ground, right? And the levels that are measured there are less than what's in the ground in Texas.
Right.
Last Sunday, we had a snowstorm in New York City. Total accumulation was about 12 inches. Now, everywhere I go, I see piles of snow several feet high. Am I the only one who finds this suspicious?
Oh.
What the fuck can be suspicious about piles of snow after a snowstorm?
The snow plows clearing the roads, that's got to be a psyop or some sort of theory right
Oh,
there.
and then,
you know?
then another guy, I haven't got this one, but I should have, right? Another guy goes, Candace Owens, can you have a look at this? Because, you know, this snow just isn't melting, right?
I just can't think for myself, Candace, you know?
And then I'm thinking, did you not see the post where Candace Owens posted a picture of trees with ice on them and says, it's 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Why is the ice not melting?
Oh,
McFly!
Fuck me. He's a complete and utter retard. Right, moving on. Married teacher McKenna Kindred groomed a 17-year-old student with explicit text, then had a 3.5-hour sex marathon in her home while her husband was away. She confessed but got no jail time, just probation. Why the slap on the wrist? Another predator walks free. So, we'll get into this in a minute, but yes, she was wrong. She did groom someone under her care, and that is not something that people should be doing. But I'm pretty sure 17's legal to have sex in the States.
I think it could be considered a minor in the States.
Most of the states, 17's legal. It certainly is in New York.
Where did this? Not that
I don't know. I need to do
anything
more
about
date. But you got to be careful because 17 in a lot of the states is now legal. But anyway,
Oh, is it?
this one is
okay.
more cut and dried. Married teacher Naomi Craig, 33, confesses to raping 12-year-old boy until she was 8 months pregnant. He fathered her baby at age 13.
Jesus Christ.
Pleaded guilty to 15 charges, including penetrating a child under 13. Worked
That's
with young
horrific.
kids at Christian school. How many? Well, apparently there was more kids came forward as well. So, yeah, why do these women need to seek out children? And
For
then,
sick.
Florida, 23-year-old woman posed as a 14-year-old homeschooled girl on Snap to sleep with multiple 12 to 15-year-old boys, 30 plus times with just one victim. She's back in cuffs after 4 more kids came forward. Predator, lock her up for life. Now, I'm going to say something. That is going to be controversial. Okay? But back in the 70s, this was a schoolboy's dream. It really was. And you wouldn't have fucking grasped around if it had happened to you. But anyway, I know, I shouldn't have said it. You know. Oh, look at the disapproving faces on them.
No, it's just one of those. It's a very kind of like prickly kind. I see where you're coming from about the 70s, Sarge. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I see where you're coming from, but that's 12 to 15-year-old boys, maturity levels. You know.
Yeah, I know. And well, actually, I think is there another slide? I thought there was another slide. Where's it gone? Because I wanted to, oh yeah, here it is. In fact, I'll bring it up, right, and we'll just deal with it now. So the UN says minors can consent to sex, right? And people are taking this, again, they're misreading what was said, right? Because they're taking the headline and then just running with it. So the UN has said minors can consent to sex. Sexual conduct involving persons below the domestically prescribed minimum age of consent to sex may be consensual in fact, if not in law. And that's the critical part, consensual in fact, if not in law, because if you're a 15-year-old, you're not allowed to consent to sex. So it is classified as rape. But the UN's saying that you might not be damaging these kids as much as you think you are. Now, nobody is saying this is right. But I think you've got to look at this as a society, and we've done this before. We've talked about this before because people are up in horrors about people that are 40 or 50 or whatever sleeping with 18 or 19-year-old girls, or vice versa, right? Well, but they don't seem to be. They don't seem to be in horrors when it's women doing it on young men. But older men with young women, and this has happened always for, again, pick up a history book, but people are in the horrors about it. And the thing is, if you've set an age that society deems acceptable, whether it be 17, 16 in the UK, 17 in New York, certainly, 18 in some states, it was for a long time 13 in Japan. I think they've just recently come up to 16.
My God.
Yeah, but if society has set it, right, you can't. Why? How can you be offended by people, or how can you think it's wrong if people will having sex with people who are younger? Because men have been doing this for hundreds of years. Because young people are more fertile than older people, and surely the personality and the biological drive is to have children, and is that not why men get attracted to younger women? I don't know. But if society sets the age, if you don't want, as a member of society, if you don't want 40-year-olds sleeping with 19-year-olds, then you have to raise the age of consent. Because at some point, it's certainly in America, you can't drink until you're 21.
They've got a weird attitude to alcohol anyway.
They've got a weird attitude to everything.
That's when I got mixed up with the minor age, 21 consent to alcohol. Yeah, that's where I got mixed up originally.
With me, it just depends. Like, I don't know. What does...
It's a difficult one, isn't it?
Does the UN like obviously I've not read the article and stuff, but does it say? Do they say anywhere in their piece about what age they're referring to as a minor, or is it just referring to the
Well,
age of
no,
consent per country
it,
or
it,
state or whatever, like in
it's
America?
it's all per country, and every country is different. There are still some countries that have really low ages of consent, and I'm not going to go into those ones.
No.
Because
But
you
I even actually think I think personally six. Now you can call me a fuddy duddy if you want to. I don't care. But I actually even think age of
16 is
consent
too young.
16
Yeah,
is actually. I actually think that's too low. And anything even lower than that, I actually think it's disgusting.
yeah.
Bit sick.
But as a society, we've picked 16, which is, you know, that's it. And the thing is, you can't call people like a nonce or whatever because society's picked that age.
I know.
It's
But
a really difficult one, you know. I think
It's a deep moral conversation. Yeah.
This is the difference between morality and legality.
Morality versus legality, and then
Yeah.
the differences of other cultures and their ages, and yeah.
See, I think in a lot of cases that people were maybe more moral back in the olden days, you know, in some respects, or maybe they just hid it more. I don't know. Right, moving on.
Yeah.
This Indian shows multiple degrees he got in less than 3 days. So this guy was in India. He's fucking some tattoos that he looks more like an El Salvadorian, doesn't he?
Or Maori, potentially.
Yeah, but so
Did
he's
he
in India and he got these are proper
Buy them.
degrees from
Market
Indian
store?
universities that he just managed to buy. 5, and they're all master's degrees.
Rightio.
Yeah.
And
There's just a reinforcement of our point about Indians selling degrees. Now, remember, your skilled workforce that qualifies for immigration are usually Indian degrees. So, just then, head of US Cyber Defense Agency, Madhu Gautamukala or whatever, uploaded sensitive documents onto public chat GPT promoting a DHS investigation.
no.
Of course he did. Of course he fucking did. Cyber Defense uploads documents onto public chat GPT.
Case sensitive documents. That is retarded.
Yes.
Totally.
Your head of U.S. cyber defense, you do something like that, you should not belong in that position.
You're out. You need to be out.
P45.
Yeah.
Whatever their equivalent is. Yeah.
One of the most fascinating things about interacting with Indians, and this is not my words, this is this guy, is that they genuinely think they are in a first world developed country and not the dirtiest shithole on earth. They actually do believe that it's not even a silly attempt at trolling. And moving on, India has a poop problem, and now there's extremely deadly virus in India that's spread through poop. So,
quelle surprise.
percentage of rural households who defecate in the open mapped by region in India.
We talk about dysentery, like kind of, or we Nipah
No,
virus.
there's a virus going around in India just now that spread through the feces.
Oh god!
And it's apparently
plague.
It's apparently deadly. Yeah, it's deadly. But someone says, "Look, just enough's enough. It's time. We just now need to nuke India." And someone said to stop the virus. Oh, I didn't realise there was one.
Well, if they ask Pakistan kindly, the wishes might be granted. You never know.
Yeah. Meanwhile, not moving away from India much, Indians take over Microsoft, spend billions on outsourcing all the jobs, products become literally unusable, and they are now bricking PCs. You know, the recent Windows 11 update, some PCs cannot boot after the latest update. Affected systems fail to boot, often showing errors like unmountable boot volume. Tremendous. And Microsoft's dead. People are now leaving Microsoft and switching to Linux. Microsoft has inadvertently been the best advert for Linux ever. Shanty, you are indeed late. An
Oh my
unmitigated,
days!
unmitigated mind. I think you might be correct there. You might be correct.
I'm noting it in the late
Yeah,
register.
put her in the naughty register. Right.
Noted.
And the last thing about India actually applies to Aston Martin. You just think, would you want this car? Final inspection by Iqbal Singh.
It's built in England. Wow.
And built in England. Final inspection by Iqbal Singh. Right, moving on. Man chooses 1 year in prison over returning the $1.1 million mistakenly sent to his bank account in Nigeria. Nigerian princes do exist.
It was just rested in the account, Your Honour.
So, man is going viral after choosing 1 year in prison instead of sending the 1.5 billion Nigerian, whatever it is, back. That's tremendous.
That
And
is
you know
mad.
what? Why not? Why not? He's earning like, what, 4,000 an hour or something while he's sitting in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
why
misses
not?
his mates, the square meals, the whole shebang. It's only another 12 months.
12 months. 12 months in jail. And will he get out for good time, good behaviour?
Oh, maybe.
Right. You two, any of you two Catholics or been Catholics?
Yes.
Well, you'll know
Yes.
about Catholics. Right, here you go. This to me seems to be a big deal. I would think this would be a big deal if you were a practicing Catholic. Catholics are being warned that if they die after 9 p.m. at Galway Hospital, they will not be able to receive the last rites due to budget cuts for chaplaincy. Oh, fuck. Many patients have already been denied the last rites before dying due to the cuts.
That's terrible. Wow, that's really bad.
That is a bad thing for Catholics, isn't it?
That's really bad.
Yeah, because cuts, that's one of the things. Like, you want the vicar, the priest, the brethren, like, to come at any time of the day or the night for the last rites.
Yeah.
I mean, they do have other Catholic like ministers or counselors that could work at the hospital who can like designate last rites, but not to have a Catholic priest being able to come to is
That's really
not-
bad.
That's really
not
bad.
on.
That would actually really upset a lot of families who are
Yeah.
overtly Catholic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm ambivalent, but I think it's shocking that they can't
Yeah.
accommodate that. How many people
Well,
are dying?
It would cause a lot of beef between said families and
Yeah.
then the church with the turnaround with the funeral, the burial, the service in the
All
Catholic
of
in
that,
the Catholic
yeah.
Church if the last rites
rights were not
could
given.
not be administered. It's like a part of the process has been kind of left
Yeah.
out or broken,
Yeah.
which is very controversial. Yeah.
Horrible.
Right, moving on. What is the African Union doing about this? It's 2026. African refugees heading to Europe get caught by Arabs in Libya and are now waiting to be sold as slaves to Saudi Arabia and Qatar.
Wow, the Coalition of the Willing, 2011. Yeah, I remember Nicolas Sarkozy and
Did I
David
not-
Cameron.
Yeah, have I not been banging on about slavery?
Yes, you
Still
have.
existing. And
Yeah,
anyway,
well done, Obama. Well done.
yeah, Taliban court legalizes slavery in Afghanistan. There you go. That
Wow.
was recently. That was this week.
Was it?
Yeah, UN. Oh no, we've done that. Right. Ellen DeGeneres moves back to the US after fleeing to the UK after Trump's
for-
election win. The former talk show host and her wife of that's what's it?
Portia, whatever.
Portia de Rossi or whatever. And her wife have ditched the UK because the reality of life in the rainy countryside has gotten increasingly boring and frustrating. There's only so many cream teas and scones you can eat, isn't there?
Robin said he would give the last rites if we paid him 50 quid an hour.
That's
Deal,
all right.
Robin.
50
You
quid
better
an
do
hour,
a good
that's all
job,
right.
mate.
Yeah, that's all right. Right, moving on. This guy dressed up as a fucking penguin in Ukraine, and they dropped a fucking drone on him. Bastards.
God.
What?
I
Sorry, say
he's-
that again.
see the guy, see that thing that looks like a kind of penguin? That was
Doesn't
walking.
really look like a penguin, but
Well,
anyway.
okay, well, it looks like a giant seagull there or something, but it was walking about in a field, pretending obviously not to be a human, and they dropped a drone on him and killed
I
him.
have to ask: is that real? Has it been verified? Is it AI or?
I don't think it was AI. I think it was real.
Oh God, that's
I mean,
grim.
it's just fucking. It's like sometimes you just got to cut some slack, don't you? I don't like this drones. Killing people with drones. It's not. It just doesn't feel right.
It's a big part of modern warfare nowadays.
No,
isn't
I
it?
know it's a bit like fucking Skynet. Do you remember Terminator
yeah.
when they? I think it was one of the later ones when they broke into the factory or something. The drone was flying down the corridor
Oh, I
trying to
know.
shoot them.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Fucking scary as fuck. Right, moving on. Hollywood actress Saoirse Ronan. Saoirse Ronan shocks fans after being asked by TMZ reporters to comment on the recent kneecap sexual assault allegations. Honestly, I'm not surprised. I already feel like I'm being raped every time I hear one of their fucking songs on the radio.
Good lass.
Their ears get raped. Graped.
You don't need to say that, apparently.
Okay.
Apparently it's all a load of shite. Ben's been feeding you lies for fucking 4 years. And that's not from me, that came from YouTube. You can
Right.
if you're using it in the proper context and you're not mocking it, well, we might be mocking slightly here, but we're not mocking it. You can use it.
Just phrasing Saoirse. Yeah.
Yeah. There's things you can do for your country, and then there's things you maybe should fucking think twice about.
Oh
Former-
my God.
Former
Seriously.
CIA officer John Kiriakou revealed that he had to act like he was gay so he could get information from a gay officer in the Middle East. Headquarters, we want you to pretend you're gay. John, I'll do it for Uncle Sam.
He spent a lot of time in the saunas by the sounds of it. And on
Fucking-
Grindr, if it was around back
He's
then.
oversharing, isn't he?
A little bit of TMI there.
Yeah,
I think he's
yeah.
kind of quite proud of it as well.
He seems
It's-
to be.
yeah, he's-
I
yeah.
gave my fucking ring piece for Uncle Sam. Oh, jeez.
And he was never the same again.
Every one of them is an actor.
Yeah, that's it.
Cardiff woman jailed for smuggling cannabis in her mouth to prison boyfriend. She had cannabis and 3 memory cards in her mouth during a visit. Can I just say, she's got a fucking generous mouth.
Oh,
Saying
my
nothing.
God.
Right, moving on. Stephen Mills and Tiffany Score fear at least one of their embryos created in 2020 and frozen at a fertility clinic was mistakenly implanted in another woman. Because they got that.
Oh dear.
So
Wow.
they had a infertility treatment. Her egg and his sperm were apparently mated, or whatever you do with them, or whatever you call it. And then it was supposed to be implanted in Tiffany, and unfortunately this popped out. And tests have proven that it is neither of theirs. So any public service announcement, any black people out there with a white kid, get in touch with the fertility clinic in
Generous
Florida.
reward offered.
Fucking unbelievable. I mean, what would you do? What would you do? You carried that for. Imagine you've carried that for 9 months as well.
I think on a deeper level as well.
That's traumatic.
What's that? That kind of like verb in the past tense conjugated. The sperm and the ova, and that's their biological material, and it went missing. Like that was supposed to be their child. Like that must have really deeply upset them. Like
You'd be more upset with that popped out. I'd be like, what the fuck? Is it
Say
dirty or
nothing.
you gonna
say nothing.
I've gone back with a milkman. Right. So have you heard about Claudebot?
Yes.
So apparently everybody's panicking or banging on about this Claudebot thing. I haven't looked at it yet, I'll be honest.
Sorry, what is this, an AI thing?
It's an AI agent thing,
It's
right?
like agentic AI, yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
people are apparently putting it on Mac Minis and then letting it run their fucking lives. So this guy gives it permission to use his computer, and he gives him access to his bank accounts, and he's going, my Claudebot just signed up for a $2,987 build your personal brand mastermind after watching 3 Alex Hormozy clips. So the conversation went, hey, did anything weird happen while I was out? Define weird, says Claudebot. I just got a charge notification for $2,987. Oh, that. I signed us up for a build your personal brand mastermind. After analysing 3 Alex Hormozy clips, the ROI math checks out. You'll 10 times that investment in 90 days by monetising your expertise at scale.
Idiot.
It's probably a joke.
And that is
but
absolute retardary, allowing agentic AI
I know,
to enter
right?
your life like that. It really is.
Like, has that dude got like a screw loose?
Probably.
Cards.
Moving on. And I just want to say, just bear in mind the acronyms you're giving things, you people in the medical research profession, you know, when you're talking about diseases and things, because they might not sound the way you think they should when you've written them down. So an 85% decrease in that disease.
Oh no!
They could have created an acronym from pharyngitis, like hello.
They could have, yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, just give it a thought. Now, that's just is freaking tremendous, okay? So, I didn't realise this had ever happened. In 2012, an Icelandic television station, Channel 2, accidentally broadcast an episode of the Teletubbies with Icelandic subtitles intended for The Sopranos.
Oh my god.
I knew you were high at my mother-in-law's funeral. Can you imagine a whole episode of Teletubbies with Sopranos subtitles on them?
Subs.
That must have. Imagine the kids, they'd be freaking out, or would they? Maybe that's why Iceland is such a high suicide rate. Right, so Australia gets a lot of stick these days for being a sun-baked tyranny, but the government still has some good ideas. In 2015, they banned small breasts. Well, they didn't actually ban small breasts. What they've banned is, I think it's illegal to display less than a C cup.
What?
Online or in TV or whatever.
Oh.
So they're fighting child exploitation, but they have banned images of small-breasted women. Is that really the right way to do it? I don't think so. Fucking Australians, they do everything upside down.
What do you mean, their government?
So apparently there are over 9 million highly intelligent and invincible super pigs invading America from Canada.
Before you carry on, why is that looking like an evil demon pig?
Because it's an invincible, intelligent super pig from Canada.
I think the pig had a couple of Scooby snacks. I think
it did as well, yeah.
I think it's a kite, mate.
I think it's raided a weed farm. So, they're even organising like fucking shooting things and helicopters and stuff like that. They are in Texas. I've seen them shooting them from helicopters in Texas. They're all over the country now. Right, bro climbed Mount Everest while being blind just to be called gay. So, yeah, this female announcer here goes, such and such climbed Mount Everest and he's gay. No, I mean, he climbed Mount Everest while gay. No, I mean, he climbed Mount Everest while blind and is also gay. Fucking hell, man, she really made an arse of that.
She certainly did.
Yeah. I told you we'd rip through the slides. We're at 57 already.
Hey.
I think this is getting... well, no, we're not. Have you guys did you bring any retards this week?
Didn't bring any retards. There's too many of them to pick from, mate. Too many.
I know.
It's overwhelming, you know?
Agoraphobic woman loses case over office party snub. So she took them to court because they didn't invite her to the work Christmas party, even though she had explicitly said, "Don't
She's
invite me
agoraphobia.
to the work." No, she did explicitly said, "Don't invite me to non-work functions."
Mm.
And she works from home, and
she's agoraphobic.
and she's agoraphobic.
Yeah.
So she lost her case.
Yeah.
I just found out yesterday, right, that Jeremy Beadle has got a creepily big hand and small hand. Right, now this is probably a fake star,
Yeah.
but he actually has got a diminutive hand, which is really bizarre.
Yeah, that is strange. Well, a Jeremy Beadle, Walk of Fame star. Yeah, I mean that's got to be a fit up.
No, that's fake. But it's the hand sizes are representative of what his hands are
Representative
actually.
of, right?
They're
Okay.
representative of what his hands are like.
Yeah.
And Shanty says he's always had it. Yeah, well, I think he has. Yeah, he's got a small hand and a big hand. On one hand, he's got a big cock, and the other hand, it's tiny. Oh, right, moving on. Absolutely crying at Emma, Slavic name here. Absolutely crying at this Telford house on Rightmove, describing an extension as an orangey. Well, that is an orangey. Orangery. That is an orangery. That's what an orangery is. Although I think, yeah. Freaking retarded. The woman's retarded.
It's a bit of a mouthful with those cluster consonants. She's definitely got a Polish name. Absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah.
Shevchik,
She's
something
laughing
like
at she's laughing at this because they're calling it an orangery. And it is an orangery. That is an orangery. An orangery is like it's not a conservatory, right? Because it doesn't have full glass walls.
Mate, these are Karen first world issues.
Yeah, they are, but it's funny. I thought it was funny. You guys obviously didn't. So, very British problems. I was putting some bread through the hotel toaster at the breakfast buffet, and another guest stood by my side and faced me instead of standing behind me. As the toaster peered out the bottom of the toaster, he held his plate towards me. He was expecting me to give him my toast. He thought I was a toast server. That's quite funny. Purposely didn't buy any snacks to avoid evening snacking. Now it's evening and there are no snacks. That's a first world problem.
I know how he feels. Yeah.
Yep. Me, when I donate blood, I do not extract it myself. A nurse does it for me. Receptionist, yes, but this is a sperm bank and it doesn't work that way. Large bread dog park. Large bread dog park. £25 and over. City ordinance sections. Should have been large breed.
Oh yeah.
A £25 loaf would be something.
That certainly would. Oh my.
Kelly Osborne looks a cursed painting in an attic that an immortal uses to live forever. For Brucey points, can anyone name the owner of the painting that lived in the attic?
In what? A cursed painting in an attic.
It's Dorian Gray.
That's it. You win the points. Dorian Gray. Right. Nearly 5 years ago since the infamous lawyer cat filters him.
Oh, yeah. I remember this.
Funny. Did you see this? I saw it the other day again. It came up and I'm like, the judge is fucking hilarious.
He couldn't get the cat filter off.
So the cat talks and its mouth moves and everything, right? And it's like, and it sounds exactly like the guy I used to work with in California. But anyway, so the judge is going, you appear to have you appear to have a filter on. And the guy goes, yes, my lord. Yes, Your Honor, I'm here. I'm not actually a cat.
Awkward.
Yeah.
It's so funny. It is so funny. Right, I'll have a read. I believe that my woman shouldn't work outside the home. When I come home, I'm tired from filming all day. I expect her to be there and make sure that everything is cool for me. You know, like drawing my bath and helping me into bed. That's the kind of job she had, and in return for it, she can bear my children, and if any man talks bad to her, I'll hit him.
Wow.
Where did we all go wrong?
Oliver. He drank himself to death, allegedly, as the story goes, on, I think it was on Gladiator, wasn't it? That's
Yeah,
what
he died in the making of it. Was it
they had
Gladiator or was it Don Quixote or something? No.
No, Gladiator, I think they had to bring him back through like CGI or some digital alteration.
He was fucking amazing though, wasn't he?
Great actor, absolutely.
Yeah. Some guy.
Had some demons.
Yeah, aye. Death during consensual sex. Right? So this is quite a big one. Nelson Rockefeller, former Vice President of the United States and heir to the Rockefeller family fortune, died in 1979 of a heart attack at age 70, rumoured to be caused by an orgasm during intercourse with his secretary, Meghan Marshak. The unusual circumstances surrounding his death caused New York Magazine to quip, "Nelson thought he was coming, but he was going."
It's just incredible that the former vice president of the United States was a Rockefeller. I mean, it blows me away.
Yeah. Shanty says Skeletor. Oh, you're talking about Kelly.
Kelly on the Wii Govie.
Yeah. I watched that the other night. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe with Dolph Lundgren and a young Courtney Cox in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Dolph Lundgren is a terrible actor.
But he looks the part.
He looks the part. It's like, it's nearly as bad as Zardos. Have you ever seen Zardos with Sean Connery?
Oh, a long time ago.
Oh, Jesus Christ. The outfits are just, what were people in the 70s thinking?
But there's another Masters of the Universe coming out, so you have that.
Yeah, well, that's why I watched it. Because I thought, why would you need to remake this?
Keep an eye out for Snarky folks in the not too distant future for a review.
I've got a review in the making just now called Hold the Dark. It's a convoluted tale. Right, I once saw official UK government mental health advice for older men that said, when you get home, just try sitting alone in the car for a bit, which sounds like satire until you realise it's genuinely excellent advice. Zardos is hilarious. This next read is, yeah, it is. Oh. There's only 2 slides left. Anybody needing anything brought up?
It's been great. Got nothing to bring.
Are you tired, Selena? You're looking tired, pet. You are tired, aren't you?
She's doing very well.
Are you talking? Oh, no, she's still there. Huh? Right. Retard of the week for me has got to be Peace Shield at the Pentagon, a new STI. It's fucking ridiculous. So apparently, they had words overheard at a New Age spirit ceremony. No, the silent prayer is a product of the Pentagon Meditation Club, a group that meets at lunchtime every Friday to foment inner peace and goodwill on Earth. So for 75 Defense Department employees have taken part, from copier technicians to a Navy captain. Be all you can be was surely never meant to be like this. A military man at peace with himself, you make a better soldier, and prayer for peace may soften the Pentagon's image. So apparently a psychic group were trying to destroy Washington DC Capitol building, and these guys were meeting and projecting a psychic shield over it. It's fucking nuts. These people are actual people working in the Pentagon, and they're sitting there projecting a psychic shield over the Capitol building to protect it.
What do they think they are? A Jedi Knight or something?
They
Like,
take this stuff quite seriously. They've been doing it for decades. You know,
fucking
you have the
nuts.
remote viewing RV with Ingo Swann as well.
Yeah.
This stuff is this is a real thing that goes on.
They're nuts. I'm convinced of it. They are fucking nuts.
yeah, they are nuts. Well, Americans generally are. So
Let me just check something because there was something come up earlier on Twitter that I thought might be interesting. So many people out here who are nutters. The moon has been really bothering me. It seems like almost every day now I see the moon during the day. It was absolutely not like that growing up in the 80s and 90s. Yes, it fucking was.
Oh my God.
Fucking hell, these people are absolutely nuts. They are... Oh, jeez. A gay Mexican female judge named Speedy Gonzalez. We have crossed 1,000,000 miles beyond the point of parody. Texas Judge Rosie Speedlin Gonzalez, who was just arrested for handcuffing an attorney, was in a battle over her pride flags. She claimed she was targeted for being asked to remove all her LGBTQ merch from around the courtroom. Fucking, these people are nuts.
Was that another slide that you had? Or are you just reading? Are you just reading that from X?
I'm just reading it from X. Yeah,
okay.
Sorry. I shouldn't really do that. Sorry. My apologies.
No, that's okay.
But yeah, okay, let's finish off. It's a slide you've all been waiting for. I don't know how I've never seen this before. It's Goth Liz Truss.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
oh my God.
My God.
It doesn't even look like her though.
Wednesday Adams Truss.
It does look a bit like her if you took off the makeup and that, it probably would look a bit like Liz. I don't know about the breasts. I think they're probably a bit big, even for Liz. But anyway, bananas and rice. It's been great for you.
Coconut smell in the sky. Little kids run past, left feel like the day that die. Mama swear that gold, yellow and the white so nice. Saw there in my clothes, dancing with this bowl of rice. Bananas and rice, tonight we feast. Hey, from Mogadishu all the way to the east. Hands in the air, we move in time. Bananas and rice, that's how we shine. Bananas and rice, sweet and tight. We celebrate love, we celebrate life. From the coast to the desert lights, we gaze it. Bananas and rice. Bananas and rice. Cousins at the door, drum from a plastic can. Flick top, sit that floor. Grab rock, clapping like a young man. Story pop the sea, spices on my fingers bright. Take a bite for the ones who can't be here tonight. Bananas and rice, tonight we feast. Oh yeah, from Mogadishu all the way to the east. Hands in the air, we move in time. Bananas and rice, that's how we shine. Bananas and rice, sweet and tight. We celebrate love, we celebrate life. From the coast to the desert lights, we dancing. Bananas and rice. Yes, side. Say berries, right now. Right side, say moon. Let's go. Lay that plate like you want